This is Environmental Science 1, continuing on Chapter 1, looking at global perspectives. In this section, we'll take a look at using science to solve problems, as well as taking a look at a decision-making model for environmental science. We can divvy up sciences into kind of two basic categories. Pure science would be something like biology. Biology answers questions about how the natural world works. We could use the information that we know in biology in biotechnology. So we can use biotechnology as an applied science. So you use what you know from biology to solve specific problems. And environmental science can really be considered both pure and applied science, but how we're going to put our spin on it and the route that we're going to take with it is we're going to take it as an applied science. So we're going to use information from pure sciences to help solve problems. So what is science? Well, here we are again at the scientific method. We'll have a very quick review of this. Science, of course, is our attempt to understand the world around us. Remember, science is repeatable and testable. So before we even go into the laboratory and start experimenting, remember, good scientists make observations. They use the senses to look at the natural world. Usually during observations, something would be noticed. So a problem would be stated or a question would be asked. Good scientists will do a little bit of research before, again, they hop into the lab, gather all the information they can to try to support their observations and try to give support to their questions as well. After that, we can finally propose a hypothesis. So that's going to be a prediction of what your result will be based on your observations and your research and gathering information. Hypothesis, remember, is a testable explanation of a situation. So finally, at step 4, we can get into the lab and start testing our hypothesis or experimenting. Remember, scientists always have a control group in their experiment. The control group receives no manipulation. That way, if you do an experiment and your results match your hypothesis, it was because of the manipulation, your variable, that you entered. It was not because of some random event that occurred. So the variable is what you test for. The control does not receive that variable. Again, that way you know that if there's a result, it's because something else happened other than random chance. After your experiment, you will gather up all of your data, record it, organize it in the form of charts or tables or graphs, and interpret and analyze that data. And probably most importantly, the scientific method should end with communication. If all scientists kept all of the information to themselves, I would imagine the majority of us would still be living in caves, okay? You have to get your work out there, publish your work, attend conferences, challenge what's known. That's what helps keep science moving forward. So making environmental decisions, knowing how science works, now we can apply that, as in most environmental science will, to decision making. So environmental scientists need a systematic way to make decisions. And of course, with any decision making of any kind, you should always get all the information that you can. So gathering all information is important. After you've gathered everything you need, then you can weed out which information is helpful to you and which information is not helpful to you. So decide which information is applying to your issue at hand. After you've gotten all your information, then it's time to explore the consequences of options. Most times in environmental decision making, this is the step that takes the longest. It's difficult to predict the future. We can't do that 100%, and so trying to get every avenue of possibilities for the option that you're choosing, either bad consequences or maybe even benefits from this option as well. But everything needs to be explored. Then finally, of course, you can make a decision. So environmental lawmakers especially take this process. It seems very easy in 4 steps, but it is a fairly lengthy process. But we will be taking a look at some environmental problems over the course of this class, and we will be using this model to make some decisions ourselves. So this has been Chapter 1 on global perspectives.